My front garden used to be the worst on the block. Patchy grass, dying shrubs, zero personality. I was embarrassed every time someone visited. But here's something controversial. Spending thousands on landscapers is the biggest waste of money in gardening. Within 30 days and under $200, I transformed my yard from eyesore to the house people photograph. Neighbors started asking for advice. A realtor stopped to say my curb appeal skyrocketed my home value. Before we dive in, have you ever felt embarrassed about your front garden? Drop a comment and let me know, because what I'm sharing will completely change your thinking. Welcome to Home Garden Fix. If you're ready to transform your front garden with senior-friendly strategies, hit that subscribe button right now. Hack 1. The focal point planter. The biggest mistake? Spreading money across your entire yard. Instead, create one stunning focal point. I positioned one oversized planter beside my front door. Not small, not medium, a planter that felt almost too big. That uncomfortable size? That's exactly what you want. Inside, I created drama. Tall ornamental grass for height. Trailing petunias cascading over edges. Colorful coleus filling the middle. 3 layers for maximum impact. This single planter cost $40, but delivered more wow than spending $100 everywhere else. Here I go straight to that arrangement, and suddenly my entire entrance looks professionally designed. The secret? Position it where visitors look first. Flanking your door or at walkway start. That strategic placement makes everything feel expensive. Hack 2. Edge definition that looks professional. Nothing transforms a messy garden faster than crisp, clean edges. This made neighbors think I hired landscapers. I spent one Saturday creating sharp borders between lawn and beds using a simple edge trimmer and inexpensive landscape edging. Total cost? $50. Time? 4 hours. Result? Mind-blowing. My beds went from accidental to intentional. Grass stopped invading. Everything appeared maintained. Clean edges signal that someone takes serious pride here. I used black plastic edging, sitting mostly underground. Nearly invisible, but creates professional crispness. Here's what most get wrong. Straight, boring lines. Don't do that. Gentle curves look 10 times more expensive. I created flowing borders that guide your eye through the garden, making space feel larger and more thoughtfully designed. If you're enjoying this, smash that like button right now. Hack 3. Layered planting for instant maturity. Professional secret? Layering. You can do it yourself for under $70. Gardens look sparse because everything's the same height. But when you layer plants tall in back, medium in middle, short in front, you create instant depth. I position tallest shrubs against my house. Mid-height perennials like black-eyed Susans in middle. Low-growing ground covers along front. This made my garden 3-dimensional instead of flat. Strategy saves money. I bought larger plants only for back where they create maximum impact. Filled in with smaller, cheaper plants toward front. $70 total, but the mature look would normally take 3 to 5 years. I coordinated colors within layers. Back stayed green. Middle got purple and yellow. Front finished with white and pink. This progression creates sophistication that looks professionally planned. Comment layering if you're learning something new today. Hack 4. The mulch magic. Controversial statement. Fresh mulch is more important than your plants. I replaced old faded mulch with fresh dark brown hardwood. The transformation? Stunning. Everything instantly looked professional. Dark mulch creates beautiful contrast against green leaves and flowers. It unifies separate areas into one cohesive design, and it screams professional attention to everyone passing. Money-saving trick. Don't buy bag mulch from big box stores. Order bulk delivered from Landscape Supply. I saved 50%. 3 cubic yards covered everything for $60. Bags would have cost over $100. Same product, half price. I spread it 3 inches deep, pulling back from stems to prevent rot. That fresh layer looks immaculate. 3 neighbors asked if I hired landscapers. From $60 a mulch. Hack 5. Lighting that makes you the star. Solar lights transformed my invisible at night garden into the most stunning house on the block. I positioned solar path lights along walkway for safety. Then added solar spotlights at the base of my favorite tree and largest shrub for drama. The nighttime transformation shocked everyone. My house went from dark property to one glowing with warm, sophisticated light. Uplighting creates gorgeous shadows and highlights features I didn't know I had. Total investment? $45 for 8 path lights and 2 spotlights. All solar. 0 electricity costs. During day, they're invisible. At night? Pure magic. If you're serious about transforming your garden, hit subscribe and ring that bell. We drop new videos every week. Hack 6. Vertical interest with climbing plants. Small gardens need vertical elements. I installed a simple trellis beside my door and planted a climbing rose. Within months, I had vertical color that made my entrance feel like a cottage garden. Trellis cost $15. Rose was $12. But architectural interest made my space feel larger and more designed. Vertical elements draw eyes upward, creating illusion of more space. You could use clematis, morning glories, or climbing hydrangeas. Even before plant establishes, the trellis adds appeal. I painted mine to match house trim, creating cohesive design. This coordination? That's what professionals charge big money for. Costs you nothing extra. Hack 7. Container clusters that look designer. Instead of scattering pots randomly, I created purposeful clusters. 3 pots grouped beside my door, varying in height, but coordinating in color and plants, create dramatically more impact than 3 spread randomly. I used inexpensive terracotta pots, painted in coordinating colors. Tallest holds ivy. Medium has geraniums. Shortest contains petunias. $25 but looks professionally staged. Design principle. Odd numbers look more balanced than even. 3 or 5 pots create dynamic compositions. During seasons, I swap plants while keeping pot structure. My entrance stays fresh year-round without complete redesign. Tell me in comments, how many containers do you have at your entrance? Hack 8. The bold door color. Painting my front door bold navy blue transformed how my entire garden is perceived. That door color coordinates with flower colors. Suddenly my entrance feels cohesive and professionally designed. It draws eyes forward through garden to entrance. Creates visual destination. Cost only $30 for transformation, rivaling $1,000 renovations. Color psychology is real. Warm colors feel welcoming. Cool colors feel sophisticated. I chose based on mood I wanted. This made me realize curb appeal isn't just plants. It's creating one cohesive visual experience from street to entrance. Hack 9. Symmetry for sophistication. I flank my door with matching boxwood shrubs and matching planters. Instant symmetry that reads as sophisticated. Boxwoods were $15 each. Simple terracotta pots. But symmetrical placement creates visual order that looks professionally designed. Our brains find balanced arrangements naturally pleasing. Visitors unconsciously register organization and care. This significantly increases perceived property value. Creates symmetry with any matching elements. The key is identical items positioned equidistant from entrance center. Maximum sophistication for minimum investment. Hack 10. Seasonal color rotation. Instead of permanent plantings looking good briefly, I rotate inexpensive annuals seasonally. This keeps my garden vibrant year-round. Spring brings pansies. Summer features petunias. Fall showcases mums. Winter gets cyclamen. Each swap costs $20 but keeps curb appeal impressive all year. I focus changes in most visible areas. Containers flanking door and bed near a street get updates. Less visible areas stay stable perennials. Neighbors constantly comment, "My garden always looks perfect." Secret? Swapping few key plants 4 times yearly. Strategic effort, maximum impact, minimal cost. The secret nobody mentions. Before any plantings, I pressure washed walkway, driveway, and house exterior. This removed years of dirt, making everything look instantly newer. Cost nothing except water and time. Clean hardscapes make gardens more impressive. Even beautiful plantings look neglected surrounded by dirty concrete. When everything's clean, modest gardens appear valued. I sweep walkway weekly and keep gutters clear. These habits take minutes but preserve that fresh appearance. Research shows clean exteriors increase estimated home values by 5 to 10% in buyer perception. Serious return for few hours with pressure washer. What nobody expected. 10 genius hacks. Front garden transformation. Under $200. No landscape. No construcción. Just strategic improvements delivering maximum impact. The secret? Focus effort where it creates most visual impact. Not everything needs perfection. Just few standout features creating impression of excellence. What surprised me? The speed. Within 30 days, professional-looking garden. Neighbors who never spoke wanted advice. Delivery driver complimented my landscaping. Beyond compliments, I gained something more valuable. No more embarrassment when guests arrive. I look forward to coming home because entrance feels welcoming and beautiful. That emotional shift, worth far more than money invested. Your front garden is first impression your home makes. It's how neighbors perceive you, guests feel welcomed, and you experience your property daily. These investments pay massive dividends in pride, property value, and joy. Your action plan this weekend. Start with 1 or 2 hacks this weekend. Maybe focal planter and mulch, or edge definition and lighting. Don't do everything at once. Small, consistent improvements compound into dramatic transformation. Progress over perfection. If this inspired you, give it a thumbs up and share with friends needing motivation. Subscribe to Home Garden Fix and hit that bell for our budget-friendly, senior-friendly content every week. Comment which hack you're trying first. I read every comment and love seeing what resonates. If you implement these, tag me in before and after photos. I want to celebrate your transformations. Thank you for this time with me. Beautiful curb appeal isn't about biggest budget. It's about smart strategic choices creating maximum visual impact. Your dream front garden is way more achievable than you think. Now get out there and transform that curb appeal. Until next time, keep growing something beautiful.